This is a monster. She is huge. Maybe just a dribble right there. Oh.
The Mariana Trench is a region of impenetrable depths and constant darkness located beneath the surface of the West Pacific Ocean. Scientists have long been fascinated and horrified by its deep depths, which goes about 36,000 feet into the Earth's bedrock. This region has been the center of many rumors for decades, from being a possible nuclear waste disposal site to being the gateway to a different world. But recent exploration into the trench's uncharted depths has revealed findings that cast doubt on our knowledge of life on Earth. Scientists exploring the Mariana Trench just revealed they found something that's going to change everything we know about our oceans. Oceanic trenches are distinct, lengthy and narrow low points on the ocean floor. They usually span 50 to 100 kilometers in width and are situated 3 to 4 kilometers beneath the surrounding ocean floor. Some trenches can extend for thousands of kilometers. Globally, there are approximately 50,000 kilometers of oceanic trenches, mainly found around the Pacific Ocean, with some in the eastern Indian Ocean and a few other places. The Mariana Trench, situated in the western Pacific Ocean, is no ordinary oceanic trench. It is the deepest trench globally, located about 200 kilometers east of the Mariana Islands. Shaped like a crescent, it spans approximately 2,550 kilometers in length and 69 kilometers in width. The deepest point, the Challenger Deep, reaches a maximum depth of 10,984 meters, making it over 2 kilometers deeper than the summit of Mount Everest. At the trench's bottom, the water exerts a pressure of 1,086 bar, more than 1,071 times the standard atmospheric pressure at sea level. The temperature ranges from 1 to 4 degrees C. In 2009, the Mariana Trench was designated as a U.S. national monument. Researchers from the Scripps Institution of Oceanography discovered one-celled organisms called monothalamia at a record depth of 10.6 kilometers below the sea surface. Data also suggests the presence of thriving microbial life within the trench. Several brave teams of scientists have gone on expeditions to discover more about the Mariana Trench. The latest is the 5 Deeps expedition, which successfully reached the bottom of the Challenger Deep, the deepest point in the Mariana Trench, in May 2023. Expeditions like this has brought to light new discoveries like giant squids. Giant squids live in the depths of the ocean, where sunlight barely pierces and pressure is immense. Even whales can't compete with the size of this elusive giant, the largest invertebrate on Earth. It can stretch up to 20 feet long, and its 8 arms, lined with rows of sharp suckers, can reach farther than that. What sets the giant squid apart are its 2 long tentacles, whip-like appendages that can grow up to 40 feet long. Giant squids use their tentacles to capture and subdue their prey, which are armed with hundreds of razor-sharp hooks. Until recently, giant squids were myths and legends, their existence largely inferred from sperm whale stomachs, their primary predators. People dismissed sightings as fanciful stories from seafarers. In 2023, a team of scientists made this extraordinary discovery. They managed to film rare footage of a live, gigantic squid swimming across a chasm while it was completely dark and deep down there. It lives down in the deep, usually between 2,000 and 4,000 feet, and sees with its very huge eyes, going up to 10-inch diameters. The squid can sense even the smallest amounts of light, which helps it to search for food and swim through the dark. And with the help of its strong tentacles, which are equipped with teeth and hooks, it can take and conquer much bigger games. Sea cucumber. An interesting group of daring scientists discovered another species of sea cucumber in 2023, Enypniastes eximia. The newly discovered species is the longest sea cucumber ever measured at a fantastic 1.5 meters in length. Its body stretches out and is covered with spiny nodules, giving it an almost alien look. Entering the more than 1,700 recognized species of sea cucumbers, each with distinctive adaptations and intriguing habits, is Enypniastes eximia. There is a lot of potential for biomedical study with these sea cucumbers. It has been demonstrated that their distinct chemical compositions have anti-inflammatory in nature, anti-tumor, and anti-cancer effects. This made most of the researchers go crazy with ideas as they are now, busy examining how these marine crustaceans may be used to create cutting-edge treatments for a range of illnesses. The giant tube worm. Riftia pachyptila, often known as the giant tube worm, is a huge, worm-like organism that may grow as much as 8 feet long. Not only is it located in the deep ocean close to hydrothermal vents, where the Earth's crust releases heated, mineral-rich water through these vents, but this giant tube worm secretes a white, chitinous tube that houses all its internal organs. This white tube also shields the worm from the severe elements of the deep ocean, including low temperature and high pressure. As it is without both a mouth and a stomach, the bacteria that live within its body provide it with nourishment. And how does this bacteria generate energy? It's through the hydrothermal vents compounds that these bacteria can be used to generate energy. To break it down a bit, the giant tube worm is a filter feeder, meaning it uses its plume of filaments to filter food particles from the water. Then the food particles are transported to the bacteria inside the worm's body, both with the oxygen and other nutrients needed. A lot of this is sent to the bacteria by the tube worm, to which the tube worm receives its energy from the microorganisms in return. Not only this, but the tube worm is also hermaphrodite. This means that both male and female reproductive organs are present and can reproduce sexually or asexually. When it reproduces sexually, the giant tube worm releases sperm and eggs into the water, to which the sperm and eggs fertilize each other, and the fertilized eggs develop into larvae. The larvae then settle on a hydrothermal vent and begin to grow into adult tube worms. Vampire squid. The vampire squid from hell, or vampire squid, is a tiny, secretive mollusk that lives in the deep ocean depths. Despite its name, it is not a genuine squid. Rather, it is a member of the distinct Vampiromorphidae order. These fascinating animals have an amazing variety of adaptations that allow them to survive in the hostile deep-sea habitat. With a length of around 6 to 8 inches, the vampire squid has a unique look. Its 8 tentacles, or arms, are joined by a web of connective tissue, which gives it the appearance of an umbrella. Sharp suckers that line these arms help to grasp and capture prey. The retractable tentacle of the vampire squid, which is situated in between the first 2 pairs of arms, is its most notable characteristic, as it is long and look a bit thread-like appendage, which is topped with a cluster of spiky, hollow filaments, can reach many times the length of the squid's body. These filaments function as structures like syringes, with the ability to inject poison into gullible victims. As an opportunistic predator, the vampire squid consumes a wide range of small creatures, with its main method of hunting is to glide through the water and use its webbed arms to snare prey. Then, the tentacle is used to inject poison into the victim once it has been trapped. It then proceeds to extract nutrition from its food by breaking down its tissue with the help of digestive enzymes included in its venom. Around the world, temperate and tropical waters are home to vampire squid, which usually lives in depths of 600 to 900 meters. The oxygen minimum zone, a layer of water with exceptionally low oxygen levels, is where it is most frequently found. The vampire squid has developed special physiological adaptations that allow it to flourish in these oxygen-deficient circumstances, while most other creatures cannot live in this habitat. Giant sea spider. A fascinating and occasionally frightening species that lives in the deep ocean depths is the gigantic sea spider, often referred to as the gigantic sea spider or Colossendeus colosseum. Apart from the Japanese spider crab, it is the biggest known arthropod with spindly legs that may reach up to 70 centimeters. Sightings of these secretive arachnids are uncommon despite their widespread distribution in cold, deep seas around the planet, particularly in the southern hemisphere. A remarkable finding was discovered by a group of scientists in 2023, a massive sea spider that was still alive alive and well. In more than 20 years, this was the first verified sighting of the species in the Pacific. Giant sea spiders are members of the Pycnogonida class of arthropods, which is distinct from the actual spider family. They resemble spiders, but they don't have venom glands or fangs. Instead, their main food source is the fluids they drain off their meal. They eat a variety of marine invertebrates, including tiny worms, sponges, and sea anemones. Fascinating, right? Giant sea spiders have evolved to withstand the hostile conditions found in the deep ocean. Not only can they move across the seafloor with ease thanks to their size and lengthy legs, but they can survive in environments with little food because they can draw nutrition from their prey. At least this is a spider with no lemon whatsoever. Coral. The Mariana Trench, the lowest point in the Earth's seas, is home to a new kind of coral that scientists discovered in 2023. This finding was revolutionary. Coral reefs are often located in shallow, sunny seas. Therefore, this discovery is noteworthy since it was previously believed that they could not live in the deep, dark Mariana Trench. Our knowledge of the diversity and tenacity of life in the deep water is called into question by the discovery of this new type of coral. Scientists traveling with the Schmidt Ocean Institute's research vessel Falkor to the Mariana Trench discovered the discovery of the new type of coral. And to explore the seafloor at a maximum depth of 10,994 meters, the crew used a remotely operated vehicle. The scientists discovered a little group of red coral colonies blooming on a rocky outcrop while investigating the trench. Since the coral was unidentifiable from any other species, it was identified as novel and remarkable right away. Additionally, the coral's robust, fossilized structure allows it to withstand the intense pressure found in the Mariana Trench. The coral may grow upwards and towards the light because of its skeleton, which shields it from the crushing pressure. Goblin Shark. Mitsukurina ostoni, often known as the Goblin Shark, is a rare and secretive deep-sea shark that is considered a living fossil because of its ancient pedigree, which dates back around 125 million years. Yet this remarkable monster has fascinated both scientists and marine lovers, as the goblin shark is distinguished by its protruding jaws, lined with teeth that resemble nails, and its elongated, flat nose. When a goblin shark was captured in deep seas in 2023, amazing discoveries were made because this extraordinary catch illustrated the uniqueness and mystique of the goblin shark species as never seen before, as it was just the second goblin shark sighting ever documented, to which the goblin shark became one of the largest individuals of its kind to have been ever recorded, with a record of being 16 to 20 feet in length, which is 5 to 6 meters. What are your thoughts about the Mariana Trench? What do you think of these discoveries? Let's hear from you in the comments section. Also, like this video and subscribe to this channel for more. See you soon.